It is difficult to imagine Christmas in a country that has suffered and still suffers a great deal. Iraq suffered and is still suffering, first because of the persecution of the Islamic State, and now because of the anti-government protests. But from the dust of the Nineveh plain come images of hope. It is my pleasure to give you some good news. In the city of Mosul, hit by the war, with churches destroyed, houses destroyed, both by Christians and Muslims, last 7th of December we reopened a new church. Return, rebuild, stitch up the wounds. Before the arrival of the Daesh, almost 50,000 people lived in Karakosh. Today, the Syrian Catholic bishop tells us just over 5,000 families have returned. The difficulties are still many. Because of the difficult political situation, the families decided to leave the country once again because they lost faith in the reconstruction. For this reason, in the last few days, we have witnessed the emigration of several families who are leaving Iraq. In the last period, 50 families have emigrated, and this is very sad for us and also dangerous. We hope that the situation will change and improve and that the families will decide to return. We were not thinking of leaving the country, but because of this situation that afflicts Iraq and the lack of care of the country by the government, even if the political situation in Karakosh is quiet, we think of our children, their future, as they will grow up. Where will they study? What will they do? Then I began to think that if the situation in the country continues like this, we have to leave to build a new future, a better future for our children. A Christmas of absolute sobriety is what the Christian community is preparing to live. No decorations on the streets or public demonstrations, but joy in the hearts waiting for the Saviour. The country is now facing a very particular situation, a sad one. We as Christians have decided to remove the decorations, external manifestations, and to live that joy in our hearts, in the spirituality that belongs to us as Christians. This is to show Iraq that we are part of it, that we share the same suffering as those who protest in the south and in the center of the country, because we also suffered when we were refugees in Kurdistan. An appeal from this tormented land that still needs prayer and material help. The church does everything and continues to do so to help us stay here and not leave the country. It offers us the security to stay here, and we hope that this Christmas everything will change. We hope that the joy of the coming of Jesus will change the situation and that it will be peace throughout the world, especially in Iraq.
أعياد مباركة وعيد ميلاد مجيد